Hello and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for June 13th. Make sure that you take a few moments today to pray for those families who had loved ones martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. Today is the memorial of St. Anthony of Padua, a native of Portugal, confessor of the Order of Minorites, illustrious for the sanctity of his life, his miracles, and his preaching. I offer this ministry to remember the martyrs. I believe that to a certain degree, those religious and ordained don't mention the martyrs as much as they should. In fact, they're starting to be, they're actually a forgotten part of the church, which is sad because the martyrs are an integral part of the growth of the church. Father John Hardin points out in one of his many, many writings that up until the 4th century, every pope was martyred. These men, women, and children, they offer themselves as a sacrifice for the church and their overwhelming love for God, for the church, and ultimately for Christ, and ultimately for us, because as they go, so goes the church. So as you go through your day today, remember them, because they're certainly praying for each and every one of us, especially the way things are nowadays. So let's begin. Like I mentioned before, today is the memorial for St. Anthony of Padua. And at Rome, on the Adriatine Road, the birthday of St. Felicula, virgin and martyr, who was delivered to the judge for refusing to marry Flaccus and to sacrifice to idols, as she persevered in the confession of her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He confined her in a dark dungeon without food, and afterwards caused her to be racked until she expired. She was then cast into a sewer. Good Lord. But St. Nicomedes buried her on the road just mentioned. In Africa, the holy martyrs Fortunatus and Lucian. At Byblos in Palestine, St. Aquilina, virgin and martyr, at the age of 12 years, under the Emperor Diocletian and the judge Volusian. For the confession of the faith, she was buffeted, scourged, pierced with red-hot bodkins. What's a bodkin? One moment. Let's find out. Bodkin. It doesn't. Bodkin. Blunt, thick needle with a large eye used especially for drawing tape. That's not it. Bodkin. Well, it doesn't say. More's a pity. Oh no, it's a. Oh. What did they say they did to her? One moment. Pierced with. Oh, it is. She was pierced with these. They look like awls almost, but these. So they heated up these needles, and they jabbed her with them. What the heck? Pierced with red-hot bodkins and being struck with the sword consecrated her virginity by martyrdom. In Abruzzo, St. Peregrinus, bishop and martyr, for the Catholic faith, he was thrown into the river Pescara by the Lombards. At Cordoba, I imagine that's in Spain, in the persecution of the Arabs, Saint Fandila, a priest and monk, who underwent martyrdom by decapitation for the faith of Christ. And finally, in Cyprus, St. Cherphilius, who was a bishop. These men and women offered themselves, men, women, and children many times, offered themselves as a willing sacrifice for the church. And we are asked to do the same. Hopefully, we can step up, whether it's a red martyrdom or a white martyrdom. Hopefully, we can be, through temptation and through whatever else we suffer, may we persevere in our own martyrdom. God bless you. Thank you for listening.